Saigon, the big house here, Guanalacqua, and I wanted to clue you in on a text message I just received about 3 days ago or so. Anyway, I have been laughing, almost roaring to the fact that I soil myself from this text message. I received a text message that said, "Mr. Big House, could you please remove the phrase Injin from your documentary, as I find it a racial slur." This is very funny because whoever wrote that obviously came from another planet, because the word Indian is not a racial slur at all. Injin is not one. Half-breed, papoose, you name it. It's actually an insult to the man who claimed to discover India. It's why the Indians are called Indians. And this is a man who actually was sailing for the Queen, an Italian explorer that got lost. And not just a few hundred miles lost, I'm talking thousands of miles lost. Christopher Columbus got lost halfway around the world. And this white civilization, for some reason, celebrates and honors his birthday. I'm not sure there's anything funnier than that. This idiot didn't even know where the heck he was going and still laid claim to India with 3 ships. He laid claim to India, and it wasn't even India. It was America. So, in the past, if you study Native history or First Nations, there has never, ever been a tribe or a nation ever identified themselves as Indians. It's a joke. You call them an Indian, and I've got to laugh, because tribes were always called, the big tribes were like Iroquois, Huron, Creek, Blackfoot, Powhatan, you name it. And then the small tribes all had their own individual names, and which you can go across America and find rivers named after these particular tribes I found. So you've got Mohawk, Iroquois, Seneca, Oneida, Cayuga, Tuscarora, Ho-Chunk, Creek, Apache, you name it. These Indian tribes were never, ever called Indians. So please, if you are insulted by that word Injin, I guess it's because you're not called an Injin. As a boy, I grew up near the reservation, and the white people thought by getting under my skin, they'd call me an Injin, Indian, half-breed, papoose, you name it. I was called some pretty awful things, and I got very bitter because of that. And as I talked to my mentor, which I keep mentioning, Sonaguade, he said, "Guggy, you're going all about it all wrong. You see, your job is not to be insulted by these fools who don't know history. Your job is to find out who you are, and once you find out who you are, they can call you anything they want. It doesn't matter. You already know who you are, and stand by that." Guggy, you are an Iroquois, Mohawk Indian, and this is something to be very proud of, because your heritage dates back tens of thousands of years. The Europeans are only 500-600 years on this continent. So being Indian, Injin, half-breed, papoose is an honor. So I'm sorry, I'm really sorry for whoever believes that the word Injin is a racial slur. It's very comical. So please do us all a favor and study your history or do a documentary yourself. Ona.